George. Hi, George. Happy birthday. This is a big one, but I've been there, done that, so let me tell you, it beats the alternative. Since his life first began, Georgie's always been a generous man. He's always had a loving, giving heart. To do all his good things, he got an early start. Born 1 month early, he clearly couldn't wait to give his family the chance to immigrate to the United States of America by way of his birth. His U.S. citizenship was surely its money's worth. New York was too noisy for Oma Yvonne, so the family very quickly headed on to Toronto, where Opa Julius, Liban briefcase in hand, had the idea to buy a piece of land. Cool Construction Limited soon followed. Great success Hashem bestowed. They moved from Fairleigh Crescent's modest place to Richview, which to say the least had a bit more space. In both of those homes I must be quick to relate that George, as my brother, was my best playmate. He never lost his temper, he never got sad. There was never a day that he acted mean or bad. He willingly gave us all horseback rides, playing the horsey part, off he would glide. Fearless our brother would take every dare, only one thing ever gave him a scare, and that was the chubbies, the teddy bear stuffing, the strange fear of which sent him huffing and puffing. To this day, chubbies is our family's word for any small fluff that is really absurd. Aside from that, I can't remember any funny tale about Georgie with which to regale the family to make everyone smile. You see, Georgie was always the nicest around for miles. In view of his neatness and fastidiousness, it's hard to believe that as a child he was a mess. Tzitzis always flying, yarmulke askew, shirt untucked, buttons undone too. Though his parents tried to dress him like Lord Fauntleroy, he wanted to be a typical Canadian boy. The years flew by, through yeshiva and college, as Georgie increased his learning and knowledge. In Baltimore, then New York, and finally Toronto, he soon joined the family business, taking up his dad's credo. Work hard, look around, give tzedakah, and then you'll be counted up front as a man among men. Then, time for a wife, and George looked around. The prettiest and best girl he very soon found. He couldn't do better than marrying Viv, with her great disposition and strong joie de vivre. Cool's and Tenenbaum's paths crossed again and again. Emil and Molly came to meet Oma Yvonne at the plane. Then they came to George's circumcision. They were always helpful in easing the immigrant's burden, as strangers in a new land, not knowing how to deal. The T's kind acts the friendship did seal. Opa J saw Viv as a ray of sunshine, soon saying to Emil and Molly, "This one is mine." George has help in displaying his big heart, as Vivian always is there to do her part. Their home is one of warmth and hospitality. It's always open for you and for me and many others, for uncles and aunts, for nephews and nieces, and for those who can't afford a hotel, or just are plain lonely, or need a strong shoulder, or a face that is friendly, or a kindly word, or a helping hand. George and Vivian, in a word, you are grand. When Sidney was born, George acted happily. I don't ever remember him displaying jealousy. He and Sidney grew up to be very close brothers, and Sidney's tragic loss affected him, maybe more than others. George and Viv raised their children very well. Menachem, his oldest son, does excel at running a shul, at organization, at giving his all with dedication, at giving tzedakah, and being a dad to a beautiful daughter and 2 strapping lads. He and Dr. Pamela make a great pair. It's obvious they were raised with great care. Ditto for Joshie, our winning family athlete, whose lovely lawyer Donnie and kids can't be beat. Toronto'd not have Hatzalah if not for Josh. His perseverance is there, but always with panache. Together with Donnie, they make quite the pair. That's some Purim party they make over there. Tamar and Yitzchak, what can we say? You surround us in soap and song every day. Your kids are the cutest. They act like they're grown when extending to guests the kindness you've shown. Tamar, your panoply is world-renowned. A cuter stuck a fundraiser just can't be found. Shoshana, our baker, homemaker and wife, with Yummy you've chosen an exciting life. What with visits to popes and to all kinds of stars, Yummy is quite the entrepreneur. And last but not least, our little boy, JJ, who surprised us all by getting to go away to Israel and then to New York's YU. We're all expecting to see great things from you. Now back to George, who turned 60 years old. It beats the alternative, or so I am told. Welcome to the club. It's fun as can be, what with membership place in AARP. And tickets for less, all kinds of deals like theaters and subways, and prices for meals. Now just sit back, enjoy the fruit of your work. Relax, stop your knee from doing its jerk. Just kidding. We know that George can't sit still. He'll always be blessed by Hashem with the will to do right, to help others in need. In tzedakah and chesed, George always will lead. May Hashem grant you the health and strength and ability to continue on at great length. May He bless you and keep you with all of your dears and allow you to continue for 60 more years. We love you and wish you happy birthday and are proud of you, Georgie, we're happy to say. Love, me and Srilly and all of the kids.